Hello, my best students. Today's story is about more than just burgers and fries. It's about how one small idea became one of the most powerful brands the world has ever seen. You're about to discover the true story behind McDonald's, how it started, how it grew, and how it became a global icon that feeds over 70 million people a day. You'll improve your English while learning business, history, and life lessons about success and change. And trust me, the ending, it will surprise you. So stay with me until the last minute. Let's begin. Part 1. The first burger stand. In the 1940s, there were no fast food chains like today. If you wanted to eat out, you usually went to a drive-in diner. A waitress would walk to your car, take your order, and after a long wait, your food would arrive, sometimes cold, sometimes wrong. That's when two brothers had a new idea. Their names were Richard and Morris McDonald. People called them Dick and Mac. They owned a small restaurant in San Bernardino, California. It was like every other place, with waiters, plates, and lots of dishes. But the brothers wanted to do something faster and simpler. They studied their customers. They noticed most people only ordered 3 things: burgers, fries, and sodas. So in 1948, they made a big decision. They shut down their restaurant, rebuilt it completely, and opened a new kind of place. No waiters, no dishes, just a simple menu and super fast service. They called it the speedy service system. Inside the kitchen, food was made like on a factory line. Each worker had one job. One person grilled the burgers, another put on the ketchup and mustard, another wrapped the food. Everything was ready in seconds, not minutes. It was clean, cheap, and quick. Customers loved it. They came for the 15-cent burgers. The fries were hot, and the milkshakes were sweet. The brothers didn't plan to grow big. They just wanted to run their one restaurant well. But then, someone walked into their lives and changed everything. His name was Ray Kroc. He was in his 50s, selling milkshake machines to restaurants. One day, he noticed that the McDonald brothers had ordered 8 milkshake mixers. That was a lot. So Ray drove to California to see for himself. What he saw amazed him. A clean restaurant, happy customers, and food coming out fast. He thought, this is the future. Ray had a big vision. He told the brothers, we can open hundreds of these all over the country. The brothers were careful. They said, maybe, but we want to keep it small. Ray didn't agree. He offered to franchise the idea. That means other people could open their own McDonald's, using the same system and brand. And in 1955, Ray Kroc opened the first franchised McDonald's in Des Plaines, Illinois. It was the beginning of something huge, but soon there would be conflict. The brothers had one dream, Ray Kroc had another, and in the next part, we'll see how McDonald's became a global empire and what it cost. Part 2. Ray Kroc takes control. Ray Kroc believed in big ideas. He didn't want just one McDonald's. He wanted thousands. After opening the first franchise in 1955, he began building more restaurants across the United States. But he quickly saw a problem. Every restaurant needed to be exactly the same. Same burgers, same fries, same taste. So Ray created a system. He trained franchise owners at what he called Hamburger University. There, they learned how to cook the food, clean the kitchen, and follow McDonald's exact rules. He said, we're not in the hamburger business. We're in the business of consistency. It worked. By the late 1950s, McDonald's restaurants were opening in more cities. Families loved it. Kids loved the bright colors, the smell of fries, and the fun environment. But behind the scenes, Ray Kroc and the McDonald brothers were growing apart. The brothers were slow to expand. They wanted to keep control. They didn't care about going global. But Ray Kroc was dreaming bigger. He started to get frustrated. He wanted to own the name, the system, the company. In 1961, Ray Kroc made a deal. He bought full rights to McDonald's from the brothers. The price? $2.7 million, enough to give each brother $1 million after taxes. The brothers agreed, but later, they regretted it. Part of the deal was supposed to include a 1% royalty, meaning they would earn money from every McDonald's restaurant forever. But that part? It was never written down on paper. Ray Kroc didn't honor it. The brothers were cut out of the company's future profits. Later, Ray said coldly, "I paid them what they asked for. That's business." It was a harsh move. Ray Kroc got full control. And from that point on, McDonald's became his empire. He created the famous Golden Arches. He introduced the slogan, quality, service, cleanliness, and value. And he made McDonald's part of American life. In 1963, McDonald's opened its 500th restaurant. The same year, they introduced Ronald McDonald, a happy clown that became the face of the brand. By 1965, McDonald's was so big, it went public. People could now buy shares of the company. Ray Kroc became a millionaire many times over. And McDonald's kept growing. But this wasn't just about burgers anymore. Ray Kroc had changed how America eats. Fast food became a way of life. Quick, cheap, convenient. But some people began to ask, is this a good thing? In the next part, we'll see how McDonald's went international and how success brought new challenges. Part 3. Going global and facing critics. By the 1970s, McDonald's was everywhere in America, from big city to small towns. You couldn't go far without seeing the Golden Arches. But Ray Kroc didn't want to stop there. He believed McDonald's could become a global brand. So the company took its first steps outside the United States. In 1967, McDonald's opened its first international locations, one in Canada and one in Puerto Rico. Then came Japan, Germany, and Australia. The model was the same. Clean stores, friendly service, fast food, and the same familiar taste. But McDonald's also did something smart. They adapted to local cultures. In India, where many people don't eat beef, McDonald's offered the Makalu Tikki, a potato-based burger. In Japan, they sold teriyaki burgers and ebi filet-o shrimp burgers. In Morocco, you can find macarabia with flatbread and local flavors. This strategy worked. People around the world saw McDonald's as fun, modern, and American. For kids, it was exciting. Many had their first birthday parties at McDonald's. For travelers, it was familiar. No matter where you were, you could get the same fries and a Big Mac. McDonald's even became a symbol of globalization, but not everyone was happy. As McDonald's grew, so did the criticism. Health experts warned about the food, high in fat, salt, and sugar. Many said it contributed to obesity and heart problems. Environmental activists pointed at waste, too much plastic, too much packaging. Farmers protested against the company's meat suppliers. They said it hurt small farms and encouraged factory farming. And cultural critics said McDonald's was spreading American culture too far. Some called it McDomination. In 2004, a documentary called Super Size Me shocked the world. A man ate McDonald's for 30 days straight. He gained weight, got sick, and raised questions about fast food's effects on the body. McDonald's responded quickly. They added salads, fruit options, and started listing calories on the menu. They reduced trans fats and offered smaller portions. But the image had changed. People no longer saw McDonald's as just fun and fast. They started seeing it as unhealthy. This forced the company to rethink its strategy. In the next part, you'll see how McDonald's fought back and tried to change its reputation without losing its identity. Part 4. Reinventing the brand. By the early 2000s, McDonald's had a problem. People still loved the convenience, but many were now calling it junk food. Parents were worried about health. Doctors warned about obesity. Young people started choosing healthier options. The world was changing, and if McDonald's wanted to survive, it had to change too. The company began a transformation. First, they looked at the menu. They added salads, fruit snacks, and bottled water. They introduced items with fewer calories and started offering apple slices instead of fries in kids' meals. They also removed trans fats from their cooking oil and started using 100% white meat chicken for their nuggets. Next, they worked on the image. Many old restaurants looked outdated, so McDonald's began a modern redesign. They added wood tables, soft lighting, and free Wi-Fi. Some locations even got touchscreen kiosks. Now, customers could order without waiting in line. The company also focused on coffee. In 2009, McDonald's launched McCafe, a coffee bar inside the restaurant. It offered lattes, cappuccinos, and blended drinks, competing directly with places like Starbucks. And it worked. McCafe helped bring in new customers, especially adults who wanted more than burgers. McDonald's also started telling its story better. They ran ads showing farmers who supplied fresh ingredients. They showed how the food was made, trying to build trust again. And they didn't stop there. The company began testing healthier cooking methods. They used real butter instead of margarine. They removed artificial colors and flavors from many items. All of this helped refresh the brand, but they also embraced technology. They launched the McDonald's app. You could order ahead, collect points, and get discounts. They added delivery options through services like Uber Eats. Now you could get burgers without leaving home. The company also focused more on local menus. Each country had its own McDonald's flavor, from chili chicken in India, to pineapple pie in Thailand, to poutine in Canada. This kept things exciting and culturally respectful. By 2019, McDonald's had over 38,000 restaurants in 100-plus countries. But one thing never changed. McDonald's still promised fast food at affordable prices. And despite all the criticism, it remained one of the most recognized brands on earth. In the next and final chapter, we'll explore what McDonald's is doing today and how it's preparing for the future. Part 5. The Future Under the Arches. Today, McDonald's is more than just a fast food chain. It's a global system, with over 40,000 restaurants in more than 100 countries. Every day, it serves around 70 million people. That's almost the population of the United Kingdom, every single day. But how is McDonald's staying relevant in this new world? The answer is simple: technology, speed, and experience. Let's start with technology. McDonald's is investing heavily in digital tools. They now have touchscreens in many stores. Customers can order without talking to anyone. They also use AI in drive-thrus. Smart systems suggest menu items based on time of day, weather, and past orders. And of course, there's the mobile app. It lets users order ahead, collect loyalty points, use digital coupons, and get delivery to their door. Fast food has become faster than ever. Next comes speed. McDonald's is testing automated kitchens. Robots that cook fries, make burgers, and pour drinks. They're also redesigning some stores to remove dining rooms completely. Just drive-through, pickup, and delivery. This is the future of convenience. But what about the food? McDonald's is working to meet changing tastes. More people today want plant-based options, healthier ingredients, and more transparency about where food comes from. In response, McDonald's has introduced the McPlant, a plant-based burger developed with Beyond Meat. They're also cutting down on antibiotics in meat and trying to source food more sustainably. Now let's talk about the experience. McDonald's wants to stay fun for families and kids, so they've updated Happy Meals. They've added books instead of toys in some countries. And they promote more balanced choices in children's meals. They're also focused on branding. The golden arches remain iconic, but the vibe is now more clean, modern, and global. Some stores look like stylish cafes. Others focus on local culture and design. And finally, there's social responsibility. McDonald's supports Ronald McDonald House Charities. They help sick children and their families find housing near hospitals. They also aim to cut their carbon footprint. Using more recycled packaging and reducing waste, the company still faces challenges. People still debate health, worker wages, and the effect of fast food on culture. But one thing is clear: McDonald's has become more than just a place to eat. It's part of daily life, part of global history, and part of how the world keeps moving, fast, affordable, and familiar. From a small burger stand in 1948 to a digital, AI-powered global powerhouse today, the story of McDonald's is a story of adaptation, speed, and never stopping. And there you have it. From a tiny burger stand in California to a global symbol of speed, convenience, and change, the story of McDonald's isn't just about food. It's about vision, systems, and adapting to a world that never stops moving. And you just practiced your English with one of the most powerful business stories in the world. If you made it this far, I'm proud of you. So if you enjoyed this, hit that subscribe button, because more inspiring English episodes are coming your way soon. Until next time, keep flowing, keep growing, keep learning